Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Channel 5 News podcast. Today, I am joined with the other two standard podcasting goons. Say hi to the people, goons.
Hi to the people, goons.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Glad to be back. What's it been, like 3 weeks?
Actually, what has it been 3 weeks or a month?
It's only been like 3 weeks. I mean, maybe since the recording went up, it's been like 3 weeks, but...
Okay, that makes more sense.
Actually, it's only been 2 weeks. So, we're not doing that bad.
Okay, and today we are actually doing extra special, not as bad, because we actually have a guest with us. Another fellow YouTuber. Say hi to the people, Mr. Alex Magee Gameplay.
Woo!
Yo. It's great to be on.
I know you're jizzing your pants over such an illustrious moment in your career.
I'm
Can't believe
looking
someone
at your channel.
finally...
I didn't even know, dude. You were right about to hit 500 subscribers.
Oh yeah,
You're too big to be with us. What's going on?
You're a local hero.
I mean, I would say that, but yeah.
Derek doesn't even have any subscribers.
Yeah, dude. This guy I don't even think he has a channel yet.
My content is for private eyes.
His content is the work he does for the Lord.
I have like
Private eyes.
6 OnlyFans accounts.
Are they just of
And
you?
that was our first guest.
Anyway, yeah. So welcome back, guys. So it's been 3 weeks. What have you guys been up to? How about we just designate? You want to go first, Ryan?
Sure, I'll go first.
No.
Actually, I would hate to
No.
go first. Derek, it's your turn.
Yeah, I actually went on vacation last week for about a week. We got back in Sunday at 6 a.m. We went to Florida, the Keys, so the tip of Florida.
Oh.
And that would be from current location, that would be like a 18-hour drive plus
Yeah. Why didn't you
stopping breaks. Because we like road trips, but also flying can get expensive.
Is Derek cutting out for you two, Ryan?
Yeah.
I actually don't know,
Yeah.
but I assume that driving is more cost effective for
It
transporting
might.
4 people. I'm
Yeah, that
inaudible.
makes sense.
You were cutting
you're
in
good.
and out a little bit.
I think you're good now.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Alright,
What'd
hold
you do down in Florida? Cool.
Yeah.
Wait 1 second.
Nice.
I guess.
Oh, that's
While
great.
he's taking his
Wait,
time.
does this work for you?
I mean, you're not cutting out
Am I?
now, so-
Am I?
Yeah, just talk.
Oh, okay.
We'll fix it in post. Don't worry about it. I'll just voice over all the sections you're not speaking.
Yeah, everyone just dubbed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the nature of the trip was for scuba diving because my siblings and I and my father, as well as my older sister's roommate, were all scuba divers. So that was the plan of the trip, and then it evolved with several other members of my family, deciding they're interested in coming with us, which...
Being leeches, social parasites latching on to your guys' plans.
Yeah, maybe, but none of us were opposed to it. We all thought it was fun to have everyone together.
That's what parasites make you think.
Oh, yeah. Well, then, yeah, they're leeches.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but everyone had the freedom during that trip to go and do whatever they wanted. So the 5 of us would go and scuba dive in the mornings, and everyone else would go do their own thing, whether they were relaxing around the house, because we all stayed in the house, or whether they went out to go explore their surroundings. So it was really nice that way. I think that's the best way to handle a vacation.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's epic.
I did something like that too whenever my family went off to the Outer Banks. And
Oh
we all just
yeah.
got like a big house for a week. It was super nice all to sit together and just have everyone there. Even if everyone was doing their own thing, it's just, cool to be with the family.
Yeah.
I'm doing something similar like pretty soon, like next month.
Oh, that's awesome. Where are you going to be heading off to?
Oh well, I'm gonna head off to like Charlotte. Well, not Charlotte. What am I talking about? Oh, I forgot what the name was. I'm heading off to
He's really
Charleston and
excited.
then going to Mississippi. So yeah.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, what do you do in Mississippi?
Eh,
Just
Lobster.
drive
I
drive
don't
through it.
know. I don't know what you do there. Trust me, I haven't been there in years.
I
Fish
think I've
gators.
heard. I had a buddy who like very recently went through a drive. I think it was through Mississippi where they told me that like it's an hour to cross no matter which way you go. Is it Mississippi or was it something else? Maybe it was something smaller.
Hmm.
Like the city takes an hour to get through.
No, like the state. Like no matter which direction you go, an hour in any direction, you're getting out of the state.
Wait, are we talking? What are we talking about? Mississippi?
Yeah, I don't know how
Yeah.
big Mississippi is. I could be entirely incorrect. If it's
Yeah.
as big as the name implies, because Mississippi is a god long name.
I don't know why.
Oh,
but
Mississippi's fucking huge.
Yeah, I was gonna say
When-
you're probably talking about like Rhode Island or something.
I could be talking about Rhode Island.
when you were talking about Mississippi, I was only thinking of New Orleans, which is in Louisiana.
Dude, who the fuck lives up in the upper hat of Idaho?
Probably
Like whoever's
somebody.
living like someone's living up there, they get not only access to Washington, I think that's Montana, but they also are living right next to the Canadian border. Imagine being a person crossing over to Canada via Ireland. Or Ireland. Wow. Idaho. Never mind.
Ireland.
They're doing some pretty cool things via Idaho. Like how you paying your way in? Potatoes?
I mean, it's possible.
We don't know their way of life.
Yeah.
You're right. I should stop talking to these people like this. Everyone, if you're listening from Idaho and or Ireland, I love you. Please give me potatoes.
Potatoes, please. Thanks. Yeah.
Anything else you want to share with us, Derek, or do you think?
I mean, what do you guys want to hear about? Scuba diving?
Yeah, what'd you
no,
find
not
under
really.
the depths of the sea?
Not in particularly. I think that sounds pretty boring.
Okay, yeah. So there's just water everywhere.
Wait, tell us about the mammalian dive reflex.
Yeah,
Now that's a great question, Ryan.
that sounds. Yeah, dude.
The mammalian dive reflex is an autonomous reflex conserved within all mammalian species across the globe, be it human, whale, dog, or even bat. The mammalian dive reflex is associated with 3 specific changes that occur throughout the body, and that is instantaneous, obviously, and it's whenever you come into contact with water, specifically colder water, and as the temperature of the water decreases, it correlates with greater showings of these physiological changes. First is bradycardia, which is the slowing of the heart rate. There's also arterial vasoconstriction, which is the constriction of the blood vessels in your limbs.
And to
And
hear the
that's to
rest
keep-
about the mammalian dive reflex, you're going to have to subscribe to Derek's OnlyFans, where he talks about this.
Anyway, and during diving, we got to dive with a shark. There were a couple of sharks, but only one of them, I would say, dove with us. I was telling Jordan earlier, though, that the shark is a nurse shark. So if you know what those look like, pull it up, Jamie. They're not really intimidating looking. I personally think they look like just big catfish. But really
A
cool
big
nonetheless.
catfish can swallow a man. Like, you didn't tell me that they look like a big catfish.
I mean, loosely.
You said what is a nursing fish?
Nurse shark.
One
Fishes
nurturing fish.
nursing. Wow, that fish has a lot of nipples. Wow, he does look like a big catfish. That's kind of cute. You're right. I agree with that. I like that.
Yeah,
I want that as a pet.
sure. I'll get one for you.
Oh, thanks.
But it was cool because he was swimming just out of arm's reach from me and, my father. He was moving around all of us non-aggressively. So it was really cool to be to witness.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, what about you, Ryan? What's been up with you?
Not a whole lot. My life's been pretty boring lately. I just started up a job for the summer. I'm not gonna say where, but I will say I work out in a garden center, which is pretty cool. Just working with plants all day, pretty much. It's pretty nice. I feel like I'm in Stardew Valley or something, just taking care of my plants all day. So it's pretty cool. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. I did. Oh, this is actually pretty big news. I did finally make my first, or make enough money to buy my first car. So that was very exciting. Every car I've driven in the past has been owned by somebody else. I've just been kind of using it. This is the first car I've ever had that's in my name, and I paid for it. So yeah, it's nice to have that kind of freedom finally.
Hey, congratulations. When are you coming over to visit?
Whenever. You never invited me.
Oh, well, you never had a car. What kind of car is it?
It is a Subaru Outback. It's from 2011, and it's pretty nice. My grandmother, she is friends with the previous owners, and the previous owners were I want to say they're very rich. I don't know if they're technically millionaires or anything, but very rich people, and so when they bought the car, they bought it with all the the specialization things that you can get that deviate it from the just the standard base model. So it's got a lot of nice features like a backup camera and a GPS and everything. But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool. I like it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to go next, Alex, or you
Oh,
want to save
sure.
the? Cool.
I haven't been doing anything lately. Honestly, I think I've just been working on art for most of my time since the summer started.
Actually,
And
okay,
other
ask
than
me
that, I've
about
just
that.
been watching some stuff. Yeah.
That's cool. Is art a big source of your income? It's really good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. It is a huge source of my income.
Is
Cool.
this what I was supposed to look at earlier? What kind of art is it?
Oh, yeah, that's not on my channel, but I do plenty of stuff, I guess.
Do you do
Let's just put it that way.
do you do it online, like digital art?
Yep, digital, traditional. I do both.
Do you have a website or a certain page I can put in the description so people can check it out if they want?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've got my Twitter. I can definitely link you that.
Hell yeah. Get you some
Yeah.
revenue.
Sounds good.
I'd imagine.
Wait, do we get
I'd
money
imagine he's
for this?
no, not at all.
For advertising?
That's not advertising, okay? He's gonna 4 people that are gonna end up watching this podcast are gonna probably already have heard of Alex beforehand.
Oh,
Maybe.
So
Um,
Alex, I gotta ask you. I don't know how familiar you are with the Channel 5 News official podcast, but every character or every person that we have on here is represented by a certain cartoon character. For example, I'm Godzilla, Jordan's Daffy Duck, Derek's Barry B. Benson. I gotta know, what cartoon character would you like to be represented as in this episode?
That's an interesting question. I'm gonna go with Jesus Christ, that is a difficult one. Robot Boy, I guess.
Robot
That's a
Boy.
good pick.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a blast from the past.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Holy shit. We need to get someone who's gonna say Astro Boy and get you both on at the same time.
Yeah, that would be kind of sick. Yeah.
Hell.
Jesus, I forgot Robot Boy even existed. That's nuts.
Yeah, that's just like he's not somebody I think about on the daily.
Me neither. I just
Who's
sort of
Robot
thought
Boy?
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, there has to be one in every group.
Yeah.
Someone who doesn't know who Robot Boy is.
Maybe I'm
Let's
doing this
just
for the
see.
fans who don't know
Maybe,
who Robot Boy is. I have your back, fans.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
You want to explain him, or I probably shouldn't, because honestly, I never watched the show. I just know the character.
Jordan has no idea who Robot Boy is.
No, dude, I just
remember
pulled him up.
watching
I'm
it.
looking at Robot Boy right now.
I remember
There's a
it.
lot of DeviantArt. People don't look up Robot Boy.
Don't do it. Oh God. I guess I could just say it is about a robot boy. He is a boy who is a robot.
That
There
is
you go.
enlightening.
Here's
I
a
feel like
picture
I
of
know
him
too much
beating
now.
Here's a picture of him beating the shit out of someone who looks like Dexter's Laboratory mixed with a caveman. I think that's pretty special.
It
Um,
is indeed.
I'm not gonna do a deep dive on Robot Boy now, but I like the fact that there's more of it than I expected. Oh no! I found Robot Boy inflation. I'm done.
Yeah, back out. Back
That's
out.
For anybody,
Oh, that's hot.
he basically looks like the Action Jenny
Character
from
that's gonna
Life
be in
from
the
a
thumbnail.
Teenage Robot.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. That's exactly who I was picturing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
He's
boy
basically
version.
gonna look like the person that's in the thumbnail.
Well, I was letting Derek know.
Derek can just look at the thumbnail.
Oh,
Oh
not
shit!
part of
Exactly. Anyway, as for me, I have just been working a lot. I recently decided to take up a small side venture, where I'm doing nonprofit repairs for people. Where I went to my local Facebook page, for everyone inside my city, and I posted up if they have any broken electronics, particularly video games, things like that, consoles, games themselves. I'll take them in and I'll get a look at them for free. And if I can fix them for them, then it'd be cool if they could just tip me. If I couldn't fix them, no harm, no foul. They can just get it back. And I mean, if it's already broken, it's not like I'm gonna break it anymore. So that was pretty cool. I got a lot of people who messaged me. I got a lot of people who gave me just a bunch of free electronics that they didn't want anymore. So I just got a bunch of I got phones, I got Amazon Kindles. I don't know why people just gave me shit. I had one dude who gave me his PS4 and said that he had a hard drive issue going on with it. So I gave it a clean. Really needed it. He spilled shampoo inside, so that was eating and corroding away at all the metal. So I gave that all a clean. His hard drive ended up corrupting, and he didn't want it back. So I bought it off of him for $150. So my nonprofit is $150 in the hole currently. But I have the PS4 working. I just need to buy a hard drive, and then any one of you fellow listeners could buy the PS4 off of me, PS4 Slim, for $250 to $300. Please buy it off of me. I'm in the
bruh
hole.
moment. Bruh moment. Did this man just take his PS4, throw it in the shower, and just start dumping shampoo all down the freaking vents and stuff? How do you get shampoo in that thing?
Lord, if I
what?
know, it definitely had a shit ton of shampoo in there though. That
Oh,
thing
that
was a
may not
bitch
be.
to clean out. I got pictures
How-
of before and after. I'm fairly certain it got in the hard drive. I think that's what caused the hard drive to corrupt.
Jordan, how do you know it was
God.
shampoo and not cum?
The liquid, it was green. So if it was the
Yours
bowel,
isn't?
no. Oh, I guess I never took this assumption.
No, yours isn't. What the heck?
It was very good smelling green. I guess I should put it that way. Like it smelled like shampoo.
You're still not convincing me.
You're right. He could have just gotten shampoo down his pee hole.
Uh,
That happens. That happens pretty regularly.
This man just walks out and just gives his PS4 a golden shower. He's just like, all right, man.
He's like, "Hey, babe, am I getting a dick suck tonight?" She's like, "Hell no." He's like, "Shit, time to use the PS4 again."
He probably had like Pornhub as an app saved on his PS4, and it just got too close to the.
That would make sense. That would make sense. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. I have pictures of it front and back. It's all cleaned up now. And the hard drive, I gave it a nice reset. It's playing games. It's turning on. It's just, I know it's gonna crash. I don't have confidence that it won't crash eventually. So I'm just gonna replace it outright.
yeah, me too.
That's cool you're doing that though, because if anything, it gives you an opportunity to practice on those kinds of electronics.
Yeah, that was my thought too. I want to at least get the practice in, and if I can make some money doing it, cool. If I don't make any money doing it, I get experience. That's the big thing. I should mention all of this stemmed because I had an old copy of Pokemon Stadium 2 for the Nintendo 64 that whenever I was a dumb little kid, I got mad because the Nintendo 64 wasn't reading it, and I ripped it out of my N64 and threw it against the wall because I was a stupid kid. And I cracked the motherboard in half. And I recently decided I saved it all this time because I thought eventually, whenever I got older, I would get smart enough to like sit down and at least figure out like what went wrong and how it was broken because I never thought I'd be able to fix it. But now that I'm older and I'm smarter, I took it apart and I saw what went wrong and where the issues were, and I resoldered the entire motherboard back together. And it works perfectly now.
How about that?
So that's cool. I mean, like I felt elated after it. So I just kind of wanted to give that feeling to other people, and I feel like if they had to pay for it, I would feel bad, especially if I fucked up and I couldn't end up getting it fixed. I didn't want to force people to do that.
It's understandable.
Yeah. I mean, that's good, though. Like, dude, you know far more than I would know about, like, fixing anything, to be honest.
It's something that I've been doing for. My dad was an IT guy for Giant Eagle, which is an Ohio-based company. And so ever since I was like, I don't know, probably 6, he would bring home a bunch of destroyed old computers from his work, and I would take apart all the computers and just rebuild PCs and rebuild laptops. And then eventually, whenever I was like 14, one of my consoles busted, and so I took that entire thing apart and put it all back together and fixed it up myself. And ever since then, I've just been kind of hooked. I love taking apart consoles and fixing them. There's still some that like I don't know. Like I still have your PS3, Derek, just so that eventually one day I can take it apart and see if I can eventually be smart enough to fix out what's going on with it. Although I am like 99% certain it is a motherboard issue.
I mean, I don't know anything about it either. I feel like because I tried fixing it a few times. Obviously, as I just stated, I don't know anything about that kind of stuff, but just watching videos, just video after video on people messing with their stuff. You know, I also had that same guess. Was maybe the motherboard? I
got it like with the new battery pack. I was adjusting the calibrations on like the capacitors and stuff by turning the screws. And I got it to turn on, and it sat on for probably 10 seconds, and then I think it fried the battery. So I'm 99% certain something's going on in the motherboard.
Yeah. Well, rest in peace, PS3.
Yeah. I still got it, though, just,
Yeah.
Parts and shit.
I mean, that's probably one of my most advanced pieces of technology, so...
You got my PS3 now. Speaking of which, if you're not playing it, I would like to borrow it back whenever I move back to Ohio. I really want to play Dante's Inferno again.
I mean, what the heck? No one's donated their PS3s to you yet?
No, not yet, dude. No one's given me a free PS3.
Damn. You know, maybe I'll do that. I'll say like, "Hey, Niles, I've got. Just give me your stuff and I'll fix it, maybe. But just tip me if I do good." And then I'll just take it and give it back unless they say that I can keep it.
Yeah. I'm super surprised people gave me a bunch of free stuff. And like all the free stuff they gave me weren't even broke.
Yeah, that is really interesting.
Yeah, they probably just don't want to take it properly disposed of. Probably just be like, yeah, here's a guy I can dump this off on.
Probably. I mean, I'm more than happy to get it. It was an extra phone that like is super customizable. So if anything ever breaks, I just got a working phone right there. And I also got a pink. By the way, pink, super good color on me. A pink Kindle Fire 7, which is awesome to play PokeMMO on the go.
Oh shoot.
And it's like, if I find some little kid, like if a kid walks up to me in the middle of the street and he's like, hey man, I really wish I could just play PokeMMO while I'm walking, I'd be like, hey dog, here you go, just have this for free. And then I would do that, that thing on TikTok where they go, sheesh.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah, that shit bussin'.
Yeah, dude, shit's bussin'. You guys want to jump into some of these questions?
Yeah, hit me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So I got some good ones. I got some funny ones. First question we're gonna do: what is one movie above everything else that you guys would like to see another release for?
Like
You
a
mean like a sequel?
Yeah, yeah. As an example, like Small Soldiers 2 would be your answer.
This is gonna sound so funny. Dragon Ball Evolution 2. There we go.
Oh, I'm kind of into that. I hated Dragon Ball Evolution, but fuck, it's a funny movie, dude. Like every time I find it somewhere, I love it.
As a kid, I loved it unironically. Like going into the theater, same thing happened to The Last Airbender. I really, really liked it, and it was just like not another sequel, even though they baited one out. And I'm like, oh okay, no sequel. All right, man. I guess I won't see Goku use his grandpa's fighting power on Piccolo, I guess.
Yeah. We got to see him use it on that high school bully.
Yeah.
That was that's an ironic. I got some movies that I do the same for. Like, you ever seen the Tekken movie?
Oh yes, dude, the Tekken movie.
Swear up and down, the Tekken movie is a fucking sleeper, and people just don't understand what they're missing.
This isn't Tekken. It's like, obviously it's not Tekken. It's a Tekken movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just so fucking good though. Like
it's like the Street Fighter movie too. Like the Chun-Li one.
Yeah.
Release. It's like, well, yeah. I mean, it's not Street Fighter. It's like the movie Street Fighter.
My big thing is like I love whenever they do really good fight scenes, and Tekken, just everything they did in that movie so well choreographed. I'm like, fuck, how did you get someone to come in and craft such beautiful scenes for a video game movie?
Yeah. True, dude. It's awesome. Like when they do that with games, like it's just like, bro, how do you take this game and make it epic in live action?
What were you saying, Ryan? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, this isn't for my most wanted movie sequel, but I really loved the Street Fighter movie, even though that's considered to be like one of the worst movies of all time. I think it's such a fun movie, like just so corny and cheesy, but I mean that would be a good one to have a sequel of, even though I think it would only work if it was still the 80s or 90s or whatever.
Oh, speaking of Mortal Kombat, have any of you seen like the latest movie that came out like recently? Like, yo, it looks amazing.
Yeah,
did you say Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, Ryan?
I said
Mortal
Street
Kombat,
Fighter,
like,
but
oh yeah.
But I mean, the Mortal Kombat applies as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. I liked the old Mortal Kombat. Like, I definitely felt kind of bad for the sequel or for the new one. It wasn't horrible. I just couldn't enjoy it as much as it didn't have that like Mortal Kombat flair the original one did. And I think the main thing it's missing is the thing that they teased at the end. Johnny Cage. you gotta have someone good for Johnny, and it's really hard to find that. He's got to have that fucking flair. It's a special thing to get to play Johnny Cage.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna get The
true.
Rock.
That's what everyone keeps saying, dude. I would be so pissed. The Rock and John Cena would be the two worst picks I could ever think of for Johnny Cage.
Oh no,
They're gonna get Owen Wilson.
Sonya is John Cena. Oh, let's do that. Oh yeah, totally. Just gender bend freaking Sonya Blade, make her like John Cena, and then call it a day. The Rock and John Cena, a confirmed gay couple in Mortal Kombat.
I would hate that.
Unfortunately,
I would be
I think Sonya's
seething
already
with
in the
anger.
movie.
Yeah, they just recast her. Don't even worry about it.
Unexplained.
Yeah, they don't even give an explanation. She just comes in. They do give an explanation. They just say, "Yeah, she worked out."
She's fine.
What would your guys' answers be, Derek Ryan?
I've got a lot of choices, a lot of options. Probably The Last Airbender.
Really?
No, it's just
I was
hate
gonna
to
say that was a weird throw.
it's a great movie, though. I don't know. Let's get Avatar 2. Where's that at? It's been like 20 years.
I agree. James Cameron needs to get on his fucking shit.
But I also want Chronicle 2. But I also want
my god, I didn't even think about Chronicle 2.
But I also want Hancock 2.
Hancock 2 would be pretty good too.
Hancock, yeah.
Shit.
I think I would go with Hancock because that's what I first thought of.
All right.
I was gonna say Freaknik the musical too. I have been like hounding for a new Freaknik. But you brought my mind to Chronicle, and I can't get off of that. I want the second Chronicle movie. I've read the script for it so many times, just hoping.
Well, I never went that far, but I
love
remember
Chronicle.
I remember reading. I don't know, maybe last time I saw the movie, the first, the movie that he said or something. I don't even know if this is accurate, but he said that the plan for the second movie was to just that one guy, the survivor's powers, just like evolve so drastically that he's like immortal and regenerates and stuff like that. But there are other people in the world that have powers too from like the same crystal, and the crystal is a living alien or something like that.
The one that I read, the script that I read was the last remaining person got really powerful and was able to bend time and went back to before his friends had died.
Oh,
And basically, like, we're in a Groundhog Day scenario where they were trying to keep their friends alive, but the government learned about their powers. And so they were constantly forced to bend time because they kept getting shot and killed.
yeah, I don't know, but let's get Chronicle 2 out there.
Yeah, dude, Chronicle 2. What about you, Ryan?
So I may just be having a bit of recency bias because I just saw this movie a few weeks ago, but I don't know if any of you have seen it, but the movie Midsummer. Have you seen that?
Midsummer's really good.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
I just saw it I saw it like 2 weeks ago, and honestly, it was probably one of the best, if not the best, horror movie I've seen in like super long time. And yeah, I would find it very interesting to dive deeper into like the lore of the people in that movie and stuff.
I nitpicked it really hard whenever I first watched it because there's a lot that goes on that's like really just breaks what they were trying to set up.
Mhm.
But at the same time, like, I'd say maybe about a week after watching it, I just kept thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I really did enjoy that movie more than I thought I would.
Yeah, what I personally liked so much about it is just how it kind of breaks a lot of the stereotypes of horror movies in the sense that, like, you know, in a stereotypical horror movie, the kind of main gimmick of it is, oh, you know, you feel the tension rising for a few minutes and then, oh, you get a jump scare and, you know, like all that tension releases and you're able to like move on throughout the movie. But with Midsummer, the way I felt when I watched it was like the whole movie is like that tension building and you never get like a satisfying moment where like all that tension releases. So you kind of just like feel like on edge after you watch it, and like that just I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen a horror movie that made me feel that way.
I didn't even think about it that way. That's really good. I think you just gave me a new appreciation for it.
Yeah.
Where's it viewable? Where'd you watch it?
It's on Prime, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where I watched it.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. And if you watch it, we can discuss it in more detail next time, or whenever you watch it.
Dude, we could record a movie review.
That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, totally. That sounds. Yo, I'll definitely check that out for sure. Like the review, if it comes out.
Do you? I don't know if you've seen any of our other podcast episodes, Alex. Do you know the joke behind that?
No, I don't.
No problem. I live up here in Michigan now. We all grew up together in Niles, Ohio, in the same town. We all went to school together. I graduated and moved up here to be with my now wife, Kyla. And they came up to visit me one time, and I was trying to show them like everything that by the way, Michigan fucking sucks. Never come here. Everything that Michigan has that's fantastic. And so we went out to Lansing, which is the capital of Michigan. I live right outside of it. And I'm doxing myself right now. That's okay. I've never been too private about this. Decided to go out to Hooters. So we went out. We got some all you can eat wings from Hooters. Good time. Then we went to go see Slender Man the movie. It had just came out.
Oh yeah, that's my answer for this. I want a Slender Man too.
Hell yeah! I think we can all agree. We recorded a Slender Man movie review on our way back from Lansing, and my phone, I never took it off my phone, and then my phone corrupted, and I lost all of the footage.
It wasn't on your phone. We did it on that little fisheye blue square camera.
You're right.
Now what's your excuse?
My phone corrupted, and I lost all the data. So the movie reviews are a pretty sacred thing around here now.
First work was our best work and our last work.
Yeah. It's never gonna get better than Slender Man.
It's kind of like the original translation of the Bible. Everybody's been trying to find it, but it's kind of just like a myth at this point that it even exists. But some people know about it.
Some people swear up and down it's just the best one.
Some people know the truth.
Wasn't it written in Latin first and then converted to English?
Yeah. I think it was Latin. Is Latin, German, then English, if I'm correct?
Nah.
I think it was Hebrew
Bible?
first.
I think it was Hebrew.
Oh
Hebrew
my god, you're right. What the fuck am I on?
No, it was English first, then Chinese.
English and Chinese.
I think it was Hebrew to Greek.
Oof.
I am so fucking dumb. The Bible was first written in Hebrew, and it was called the Torah.
Oh my god.
Damn it. I am so stupid. You messed me up. I latched on to your ideal. Shit. Let's move on here. This next question I think this one's a banger. One superpower you can have, what would it be? And the second half of this question, you answer the first half just legitimately. Don't even think about the second half till it comes in. But do you think that superpower would help you survive an onslaught by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Generating money. Yes, I believe it would help me because I can pay them to go away.
They definitely do not want money. They only want pizza. You could pay Domino's to pay them to go away.
Need. Like, yeah, just buy them all the pizza they need and they can leave.
I think that would work pretty well. What about you guys? Ryan, I'm throwing you into the bus.
My superpower, if I could pick any superpower in the world, would be to generate pizza on command. Just
Amen.
to give it to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles if that situation were to arise.
That sounds pretty impressive. I'm gonna go next. My superpower, I'd have to say, would 100% be every time I strapped a Yu-Gi-Oh dual disc to my arm, I would be able to summon real life Yu-Gi-Oh monsters to fight for me. And I am 100% certain that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would get fucked up by maybe like a hungry hamburger.
What about Blue Eyes White Dragon or Utopia?
That's too overpowered. We can't go that far. I don't want to kill him. I just want to get him off me.
That
I
makes
think
sense.
I would go with the power to transform into a centaur, but instead of like a horse lower body, it's like a bumblebee. Hence berryvism. And then,
You just sting him.
well, I would still definitely get smacked by the TMNT, but fine, because I'm
Well-
also a bumblebee, man.
Would you be the size of a bee or the size of a human, or would your normal or your top upper half stay the same size and your bottom half would be the size of a bee? Like what are the logistics?
No.
Good question.
My lower B half would be the size of my regular human lower half, and then my upper half would be the size of a bee upper half,
okay.
but human shaped.
That makes sense.
I can get massive velocity. Acceleration is peak.
That sounds pretty cool. I'm sending you guys a picture of Hungry Hamburger. I'm 100% certain you all know what the fuck Hungry Hamburger is, but just in case you didn't.
Is it
It's
a
got a-
ritual monster?
Yes, it is. You're right.
I think I have that card.
Is it pot
You
of
have
greed?
a Japanese. You have a Japanese version given to you by a boy named Haruto.
I do.
Yes, I remember this specifically. It's one of my few memories I have of us as kids with Haruto.
Would you steal it?
No, not yet.
Oh,
I'm gonna steal it eventually and make it my memory of him.
I probably looked at it and was like, "What the fuck is this?" and threw it away.
Probably. Haruto, if you're watching, bro, hit us up. You think he knows English yet?
I feel like I heard about him like in the past couple of years, but I might be making that up. Maybe
You
I dreamed
probably
about him.
are. Yeah, you gotta dream about him. You've just been dreaming of him.
Dude, I remember Haruto and his older brother Tommy Hinko.
Holy shit.
I
That's
remember-
memory.
I remember I went over and played soccer at their house.
Why is his
Um,
name Haruto, but his brother's name is Tommy?
I don't know.
He
Maybe it's not
must be
spelled the
Asian
way you're
American.
thinking.
Yeah, it's like spelled with like an H or something in there.
I don't think it's Tommy. I think it's Tommy Hinko is like one name.
Oh,
Anyway, so we're gonna. Yeah, everyone answered, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Everyone answered. We're gonna dive into another because Alex is running low on time here. We're gonna dive into one of my more favorite questions. Do you guys like the movie Divergent?
Oh no, I do not. I haven't seen it. Oh god, the books. I just saw it like crammed all up in my face every day when
Dude,
those movies came out. I was like,
Divergent's so
"Oh, please
shit."
Get it out of here!" Like, I couldn't stand it, even though I never experienced it. That's how popular it was in my school, and I'm like, detergent. That is what it's called now. And I just freaking came up with so many like, I don't know, meme like nowadays, like just these meme freaking names for the series.
Unironically, Kyla asked me yesterday, "Hey, do you want to sit down and watch Divergent again?" And I told her with the fattest fucking no I've ever had. I was like, I would rather like pull my eyes out.
Like, what is Divergent? Is it like a bootleg Hunger Games? I never understood it.
Yeah,
What is this?
It's coming out at that same craze that the Hunger Games was popular, so everybody's like, oh, let's write a teen romance novel set in a dystopian future. I personally, I had the first Divergent book because I read all the Hunger Games and thought they were pretty good. So I started reading Divergent, and I didn't even get like through the first couple chapters, and before I put it down, never to open it up again. It was so bad. And the movies are even worse.
By the way, the Hunger Games, I was misled. They do not fight for KFC. How dare you lie to me?
Wait, what?
It's actually a subplot. I was gonna say it's a subplot only talked about inside. I read the Hunger Game books as well. There's a subplot that they only talk about inside of the book itself.
It's also in the
Where
deleted
main,
scene of Catching Fire Part 2.
yeah, where the main thing that they're actually fighting for during the Hunger Games, because you would think with the name Hunger Games they're fighting for food or something. It's actually a limited edition Hungry Hamburger card from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Japanese.
Yes, Japanese version.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, I don't really. I know I've seen the movie. I never read the book. I don't really remember the plot. I think wasn't it like there's the main girl. There's like 4 houses or something like in Harry Potter, and you get to pick. No, you get. I don't know. You put in one, and that's your job or something. And
Yeah,
she like
I think
it could fit into any house or something, and she chose one.
Yeah,
Take
I
a
think
personality test, and it tells you your job for the rest of your life. It's ran by Facebook.
Yeah, but she didn't fit into one perfectly enough. So like the government just kills you if you don't conform to one of these 4 personality types.
Oh,
I think.
It do be
Oh.
pretty insane. Did they ever finish the movies? I'm not gonna lie. I watched the first. I think I watched the second. I don't remember anything that happens in the second.
I know that they did release at least a few more. I don't know. I don't even know how the books go or how many there are. So I don't know if they concluded the movie series, but
I'm pretty sure it didn't conclude. I really do believe it didn't conclude because it only had like, what, 2 movies? I'm pretty sure it had
Yeah.
2 movies only.
I'll ask Kyla. She'll know.
Second
we'll put it
movie
in like
was so forgettable that I don't even know the title. I just know it exists.
I think it's Resurgence.
I think it's Insurgent.
Maybe it is Insurgent. I don't care. That's enough of that. That's stupid.
Maybe it's Divergent again.
It Divergent 2.
Oops, I diverged again.
2.
The conversion.
Reconnecting line.
The Conjuring 2.
Have any of you guys tried the BTS meal yet?
No.
What is
Oh
it?
my god.
It's
So
a 10-piece, right?
yeah, so basically it's like you go to McDonald's and you go up to the speaker box. They ask you what you want. You say, "Hey, I want some of that BTS meal." And they say, "Okay, would you like extra Rap Monster on the side?" And you're like, I've never actually like listened to BTS. What's a Rap Monster?" And they're like, "Well, a Rap Monster basically is a 10-piece chicken McNugget with sweet chili sauce and a cayenne sauce." And after that point, I was like, "Fuck, dude, can I just get like a 20-piece with those sauces?" And they're like, "Well, it's got to be a 10-piece." And I asked them, I was like, "Well, why does it have to realistically be a 10-piece?" Their answer was because they're Korean, so they can't actually like normally eat 20 pieces. 10 is full enough. That made sense to me, I guess, in the time. Now it seems kind of racist, honestly, but I mean, for the second, it was McDonald's world and we were all living in it.
True.
Ooh. Yo, but is that sauce any good though? Like, is it like Szechuan sauce where it tastes like freaking feet? Like, oh god, I've heard horror stories about it.
I still have a container of Szechuan sauce in my fridge. I think I'm just keeping it there just for the memories at this point.
I mean, you could buy you could buy that from, Walmart.
Yeah,
right next to the General Tso sauce.
Not the McDonald's version.
What's the difference?
The McDonald's version tastes like significantly worse.
Oh,
It tastes crispy, just like their Sprite.
Yeah. Sprite be crispy as fuck. Their Cajun sauce is okay. The way I can describe their Cajun sauce is kind of strange. Definitely did not taste like Cajun. It tasted like if you get like their honey mustard sauce, but you throw in like some cayenne pepper. It wasn't bad, honestly, but it wasn't what I was expecting. And I did not try the sweet chili. I wasn't into that idea. I'm not a fan of chili.
Dude, they got that bootleg sauce.
They do. It's fucking gross in most departments. It's not as bad as fucking Burger King. Y'all ever had Burger King sauces?
Bleh.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yo, that barbecue sauce though, I don't know what they do to it. It tastes like it's not even tangy. It's just like this. Gut. I don't know, bro. It tastes like it's been baked, basically.
I think they have a subconscious thing that they do because like if you look at Burger King sauces, the color palette and the pictured designs on the front of the sauces lets you know what you're in for. It's so fucking disappointing. Nothing pops out. It all looks super bland. It's literal a physical representation of what their sauces taste like.
Oh
And
yeah,
what food place would you ever go to and get chicken nuggets where the chicken nuggets taste better fucking cold? Like Burger King's
Hometown
doing
buffet.
something wrong.
for real, they are. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm not. I can't believe I'm not the only person who's experienced that. Like, legit, their food tastes better cold for some reason. It's
Like
tasteless when it's hot. It's strange. How do you do that? You know?
I one thing I like is Burger King sends me coupons. The only reason I go there, they send me a coupon, and I'm a fat ass every now and then, but I've been trying to stop it. So I haven't eaten at Burger King for a couple months. But whenever I normally did go, they gave me a coupon for 2 original chicken sandwiches, 2 small fries, for $4.99. That's a lot of food for $4.99. Their original chicken sandwiches don't taste like anything, but they're an awesome boat if I just want to taste condiments. And I'm a sucker for sriracha. I love sriracha to death. I will get their original chicken sandwiches and just smother it in barbecue sauce and sriracha, mix it around on top. I'll throw some of their fries on top of there, and it's literally just a boat so I could taste fries and sriracha. It's beautiful.
Dang. I would argue, like, I agree with the majority of Burger King's food is shit, but I would argue that they have one of the best fries out of like all the fast food restaurants.
I have never met someone that legitimately liked Burger King's fries except for me. I think that they're my favorite. I
Burger
just
King
like
fries-
thicker fries.
Burger King fries are great, honestly. Like, oh, yeah, they definitely taste better because like McDonald's, they're inconsistent. They have no, they're not salted half the time.
Yeah.
It's just weird with them. But with Burger King, it tastes the same every time you get them.
Yeah.
And I've never had a place that consistently had such slapping onion rings. Like for $1 onion rings, they're pretty g dang fucking good.
Oh yeah, yo, have you seen the chicken fries from McDonald's and like the chicken McBites, bro?
Hell no.
Why did
Where the
they get
fuck?
rid of
Where are you
those?
living?
Yo, I'm in New York, dude. Like they were, oh my god, dude. Every time they showed up, because they used to show up in like the summer, right? So one time they had like just the normal ones and the hot ones. Then it became just the hot ones, and then they vanished, and so did the chicken fries. And I'm like, what the like Burger King? Why did you get rid of your chicken fries? In McDonald's, why did you get rid of chicken McBites? It was never explained. And I'm just like, that was the best tasting chicken that you had. How dare you? like, like for real. Instead of getting nuggets, I'd literally get those, and it just tasted so much better.
Hmm.
And like it came with like slots for the sauce to go in and everything. Like, bro, it was freaking dope.
On that
Oh,
note, why
man.
did McDonald's ever get rid of their mozzarella sticks? I fucking loved
I'm-
McDonald's mozzarella sticks.
I agree with that actually. I used to the shitty thing was if you cooked the mozzarella stick because I used to work at McDonald's whenever they were selling them. Cooking the mozzarella sticks was so shitty, but their mozzarella sticks were pretty slapping.
Yeah.
You would get some of the mozzarella sticks because you have to pop them in the oven, and it's a generic setting that you put them on. So like each mozzarella stick is kind of lucky if it comes out of there with still any mozzarella in the middle.
Well, I mean, hey, when you get one of those good ones, just take a bite out of that. Dude, epic.
Hey Ryan, whenever you worked at B-Dubs, did they ever have you do anything in the back of the kitchen? Like, is there any disgusting stories you can think about?
Oh yeah, one time I walked into B-Dubs and there was just this horse back there. And the horse was just shitting in everybody's meals, and
That's disgusting.
I was like, "Isn't somebody gonna get this horse out of the kitchen?" And they were like, "Nah, we gotta kill it so we can turn it into chicken wings later." And I was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna intentionally get myself fired from this establishment now." And that's what happened. Because I just can't stand up for horse herders.
Horse herders.
Yeah. Did you ever work at a fast food spot, Alex?
I have not had a job actually, other than like online stuff and like commissions, I guess. I have not had a entry into the workforce yet. I'm just going to college, getting my degree so I don't have to suffer in like retail and fast food joints.
That's understandable.
What do you study?
Illustration.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
I guess that makes sense. Doing art.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a weird dichotomy here actually. Right now there's 3 college boys and there's one boy that went directly into the workforce saying he'll go to college later on and then decided that he didn't need it.
I mean,
Sometimes you don't. If you're happy, then you don't need it.
It's been a weird fucking life. I like for the things that you guys are going into, college would definitely be like I'm an absolute dumbass when it comes to art. And anything that has to do with biology, like both of you went ahead and did. But I've been in a lot of different jobs now where college, like a college degree is almost a necessity. And I kind of just broke in and did better than everyone else who had the degrees. And so, like, finances now, I don't even have to go to college for. I can just get a job in any financing office. Sales and business, I don't have to go to college for. I've already owned a business, and I've already ran businesses, and I've already been #1 in sales in Michigan. Like, shit, just kind of hits different in different ways. Like, if I ever tried to go out to do, like, biology or any kind of science like you guys did, I would be a fucking moron.
I want to say for the past 2 days, I have been in like kind of I guess probably like a quarter life crisis where I've been questioning my entire life's decisions up to this point. Because I don't know what it was, but I think I saw a book at the bookstore or something. And I was like, damn, it would be really cool to be an astronaut. And like, I was like, why am I not being an astronaut? Like I could do like that is something I could have went into. Instead I'm just like going into a career because I think it would be a steady job and make decent money, but I'm like I could have been an astronaut.
It's not too late, Ryan. There's a 53-year-old woman that just graduated from college. Me and you could still go in to be astronauts.
Yeah, all right, I'm in.
I'm like,
Maybe
you
you could
guys.
be an astronaut who will find the cure for cancer as well. You can do both.
Why not?
You might be the first person, Ryan.
Ryan,
Ryan, what if you went in to be an astronaut and then you realized that you probably didn't really actually want to be an astronaut, so then you went in to be a chemist. And then chemistry really wasn't your thing, so you decided maybe since I already have my background and being an astronaut, maybe I'll just go into like rocket science and physics. And then you become the person to figure out the uniting equation, and
the United States.
Yeah,
I found it.
You discover the United States. We name it after you.
That'd be epic.
That'd be pretty insane. You fly off to the moon and you're looking there and you're like, what's that big continent on the other side of Europe?
Why are all these people living in this country already? I guess I'll just take it. Hey, you guys weren't using this, right? Oh, this is mine now.
Corey would be a great president.
100%.
He'll be the next Obama.
Shit, where was I gonna go? I forget where that entire sentence was going.
Space.
It wasn't space. It was Ryan. You were having a midlife crisis. I think that you're doing a fantastic job.
Well, thanks.
Hell yeah.
I mean, like I'm not upset with like where my life is going or anything right now, but I was just like, man, it'd be cool to be an astronaut.
It would be really cool to be an astronaut.
What I would say, Ryan, is that like
You
sometimes I get distressed about that kind of thing, but then like this is true for a lot of people, and then I always think of like my father's career story. Like he went to college and he was in for 5 years and he graduated with a healthcare administration degree. Couldn't get a single job for it. Worked in like a factory, and then went to back to school for like a master's degree in accounting, and then like was offered a position within the factory as an accounting type role. I don't even think he finished his master's degree at the time or whatever. Got another job as an accountant. That went bankrupt or whatever. He went bankrupt. He moved down to Florida, got work on a yacht, traveled like around in that sea for 3 months. Then the yacht was bought by someone in Greece, and then the guy hired my dad to stay on the yacht and work for him for a couple months. So my dad was sailing all around the seas near Greece and in Europe, working for this guy, and then he comes back and then gets another accounting position in Baltimore, and then he goes and gets an accounting position in Texas, and he's like, into the 3 figures or the 6 figures. So it's like you never.
he's making hundreds of dollars a year.
And then now he's an assassin, killing people.
Yeah,
I
was waiting for you to reach that point.
How your life will end up, and then like you could start out now as a nurse, and then just find another opportunity
to murder.
At least you're not a computer science major. That would be awful because math sucks and you have to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that very much.
Everything under the sun, everything mathematical, you got to do it, and it gets really stupid at a lot of points. It's like, hey, you're gonna learn how to make an equation with nothing, as in literally no information. There's not even a sentence on this page. Get to work.
Fun you actually bring that up. And for my work right now, I'm an Amazon delivery driver. I'm only going to be living up here in Michigan for about another year, and then I'm moving back to Ohio. I have a house down there already. And whenever I move back, a lot of the financial stress that I'm under, which I mean, to be fair, I save a lot of money every month, but a lot of my bills and everything are going to fall off because Ohio is significantly cheaper than Michigan. So I decided recently I'm going to rehash one of my old childhood dreams of becoming a video game designer. So within the last 2 weeks, I have taught myself how to code in C#, and I've taught myself how to use basically everything in Unity, and I've just been focusing on designing video games in my spare time, or fixing video game consoles as well, because I genuinely love doing that. I've just been trying to like rehash some of my old dreams to see if I can eventually break out of this 9 to 5 quote unquote cycle.
Yo, that is awesome, actually. Like, jack of all trades, definitely a good thing to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, if I ever make it big, I'm hitting you up for some fucking art.
Oh, definitely. I'll be prepared.
We can make another The World Ends With You. That's the way I've always saw your art style looking.
Oh, yeah. I've never actually gotten that comparison before, actually. Like, that's really interesting.
Really?
Actually. Yeah. It's always like Scott Pilgrim or like Naruto, and I'm like, kinda. I can kinda see it.
I think it's the stylization of it, like the way that because I'm looking at some of your drawings right now. Like, it's like a lower that's not a diss on you at all. It's like a lower detailed version of The World Ends With You is the way I've always seen it.
Oh, yeah.
which I've always loved the art style for that game. It is fucking gorgeous.
It is aesthetic, like pure aesthetic.
I do. Actually, I'll talk to you that off the podcast.
Gotcha.
What else was I? I was gonna say something, guys. How come you guys aren't remembering what I was gonna say to you?
I don't know.
The real problem that I have.
I was gonna say Ryan usually comes in and saves me during these like small gaps in the conversation. I'm waiting for him to jump in with something.
All right, we'll see everyone next week.
Where did Ryan even go?
He vanished.
We'll do one more good question here, and then I guess we'll end it up. Let me look at some of these questions I wrote. I got a bunch of them. I feel like something just bit my hand. I'm sitting here. That was something I was gonna fucking say, dude. I'm sitting here in my room alone in the dark. Kyla is off downstairs. I'm actually on Kyla's brand new computer. We just bought her. Because I like the setup that I did for her more, and it's not sitting in the middle of the closet where there's gonna be a shit ton of echo. So I just felt like this worked better. But I'm looking into a very dark hallway, and periodically I hear shuffles going throughout it, and part of me wants to just believe it's my cat Caesar, but I know for a fact she's not getting off the couch downstairs. So I don't know what the fuck it is, and I'm scared of that old proverb that like if you're looking for something, you're eventually gonna find it. So I don't want to keep staring down the hallway, but every so often, whenever I hear that shuffle, my eyes glance over.
Dang.
Oh shoot.
Look for Slender Man so that you can find it and we can make a review.
Just pray it's not a spider, because I've had so many bad encounters with them.
I have been extremely fortunate so far where I've only ever been bitten by one spider.
Oh yeah, I've ended up with tarantulas, like two of them, and one of them ended up getting crushed by a brick. Yeah, I don't take spiders too lightly. They freak
I
me.
don't like them either. Do tarantulas have particularly dangerous bites? I didn't even know they bit.
Honestly, I didn't know, bro. I was like 10 at the time. There was a dead one under the couch, and then there was one that was alive that just snuck up on me, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see how this is. I'm running outside. It's like, okay, hot sauce isn't working. Salt isn't working. How do I kill this thing? Oh, I got it. A cinder block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God dang.
So tarantulas apparently are not super. I looked this up. So tarantulas have no venom that'll actually hurt a human. But they're also not super aggressive. Most of the time, they're very docile and very willing to work with humans, and they just kind of like exploring. But they can bite you, but their bite basically will just kind of swell up and look infected for a day, and then it'll go away. They don't really like harm you in any way. It's not like some spiders where they literally give you necrosis.
Oof. Okay, I kind of feel bad for killing it now. It was probably minding its own business and decided to like crawl near me.
Dude, I cannot fucking like. Whenever I was a kid, I was like, I didn't really care about killing insects, but now that I'm an adult, I am so goddamn remorseful every time I have to do something like that. Like unknowingly, if I step on a bug or something and I see I stepped on a bug, I will sometimes legitimately cry. I feel so bad. At work now, unless it's like a parasite, if it's like a tick, dude, fuck ticks. I'm saying it right now, bro. Fuck ticks. Get those.
Controversial.
Hey, mama, get them fucking ticks out of here.
Check for ticks, that's what I always say.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking ticks for checks. Anyway, but like if I get like beetles and shit that fly into my door whenever I'm working, like I legitimately I'll get like caterpillars and beetles and shit that just like pop into my fucking truck while I'm at work, and I'll just pick them up on my hands. And my next stop, I'll walk them off to the grass and I'll just set them down. I've had a spider that's been sitting in my Amazon truck for like 2 weeks now, and I don't know what the fuck it's eating, but it's still not dead. And every time I try to get it out of the truck, he doesn't want to cooperate and climb on anything that I give him, so I just let him sit up in the corner.
That's really nice.
Yeah, I keep a close eye on him because I don't want him getting too brave and like saying that it's his fucking truck. But up until that point,
don't you get negative points for having your eyes off the road?
not yet. They have not implemented those cameras. Whenever they do, they can kiss my ass. I'm in the car with a vicious predator. It's
You're
my
familiar
Richard
with-
Parker. That Amazon truck is my boat, and that spider is my Richard Parker.
I fucking love Richard Parker.
Dude, if I could have a physical version of Richard Parker with me at all times in the day, I probably wouldn't.
I wasn't sure what you were saying by Richard Parker, but you talking about the Life of Pi? Tiger?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Did I ever tell you
Richard
guys
Parker.
about the kid I used to be in Boy Scouts with named Richard Park? I don't know if
No.
I don't know if I ever did. He was so at the time. This is like close to the time when I was leaving Boy Scouts. So I probably was, I don't know, 14, 15 at the time. And there's this little kid, maybe like, I don't know, he probably would have been like 10, 11 at the time. And he's recently immigrated from South Korea. But he speaks English perfectly fine and whatever. But he was just this little South Korean kid, and he was very, very funny and innocent. But like, there was one time we had a police officer come into our Boy Scout meeting and talk to us about, like, I don't know, drugs and whatever. And he handed us a bag of marijuana so we would know what it looked like. And and he was just like passing it around, the police officer, and the little kid Richard, he opened it up and spilled it on himself. And it was a lot too. Like, they could tell they definitely confiscated this from like a drug dealer, and like his dad came in to pick him up, and like his dad just was screaming at him in Korean. Richard was just crying so much, and like he couldn't tell anything what they were saying except for marijuana. He kept saying that word specifically in English. And he was just getting his ass chewed out by his dad. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. A kid. And
That's really good.
Did you ever see him again?
yeah, I mean, he was still in the troop. There's another story. This kid got into a lot of situations. Every year we would go on a trip up to a ski resort, and we would, you could go skiing, snowboarding, whatever. And this kid, I don't know how this happened, but so he was up on the ski lift with like two other guys, and he just started slipping out of it. And the two other guys were just like holding him for dear life. And he was literally like he was seconds away from falling to his death. And like, these kids are just clutching onto him. I don't know how this happens. He would get in so many situations like that.
Did he speak good English?
Yeah, he spoke perfect English, really. But
That's awesome.
yeah, but I guess his dad just spoke only or mostly Korean.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that kid. I wonder whatever happened to him.
He's probably with Haruto now.
He's probably either a drug dealer or fell off of the ski lift and is like a paraplegic.
I hope neither of those are the case. This is something I should have done in the beginning, and I don't know why I didn't. But do you have any questions you want to ask us, Alex? Anything specific? If not, then we'll continue on. But I forgot to even ask you that.
Yeah, I could ask one probably. What would be your favorite like cartoon ever?
That's a hard meffing question. I think I'm gonna have to go with Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I think that's gonna be the solid answer.
Mine's Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That's an anime, bud.
It's not an anime.
I don't know how to classify it. I'm not sure. Personally.
What's your favorite, Derek?
I'm thinking. I don't know. Not even off the top of my head.
Mine's The Walking Dead.
Since
Gravity.
we can throw anime out.
I'm gonna say Gravity Falls.
That's a good pick.
I don't even think I've seen the whole thing. But
That's
I like
how
it.
good it is. You don't even have to see it for it to be your favorite.
That's my placeholder. Cartoon.
Those are all solid, definitely.
What about you, Alex?
Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
I remember that.
Really? What? That's bringing back memories of the name and nothing else. What the fuck is this?
Is that the colored monkey robots, right? And they turn into a big gorilla? Am I thinking of the wrong
that's
thing?
the one.
Nice.
Super Hyper Monkey Team Force Go. Fuck, I remember this.
Yeah, oh, it was so good. I don't even know if it was good, but it was fun. It was fun to watch, definitely.
Oh, dude, this is the reason why. It's got fucking Robot Boy as the mascot. His profile picture's right here. Alex is setting up a narrative on us.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ, were they fighting death? What the fuck is this thing?
Yeah, they were.
Are they fighting the Grim Reaper from Billy and Mandy?
Practically. An interdimensional version, though. Space Grim.
I need to stop looking up what Alex says because I'm finding a bunch of DeviantArt porn.
Oh God.
Is that how it's pronounced? Deviant art? I always call
Yeah.
it Deviant art.
It's divine art.
I'm so defiant. The next level of defiant.
That was a big memory pit right there. Holy shit.
Damn.
This is a question that I just have to ask just because Sonic Central was recently. How'd you guys feel about the Sonic movie? You think it should get a second movie?
It's got a second movie. It deserves it totally. Honestly, it was great.
I didn't watch it yet.
What? I think that's also on Prime.
Yeah,
It's
it
on
is.
Hulu,
Or at
I
least
know
it
that.
was.
Okay. I love the Sonic movie. I was super excited to go see it. And then I forced Kyla to go with me, and Kyla I don't think liked it very much at all. She's just been humoring me this entire time, but I talk about the Sonic movie pretty constantly. Fuck, dude, I love Sonic more than I'd ever like to admit. It's just so good.
It is.
Every Sonic game, every Sonic movie, it's all good.
Sammy, a classic Sonic fan.
Sammy Classic Sonic fan. It's all good.
Yeah.
He still never reached back out to me about being on this podcast.
Oof.
Guess he's just too
I mean,
big for us.
I've messed.
I had a friend
Yeah.
who had it on actually, like at one point. Like he did a whole podcast with them, and it was like pretty good. Like
Who is the friend? Is it who I'm thinking of? Was it pretty
Dylan
recently?
Thomas.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm friends with them. I've worked with them in the past. Trust me.
God damn it. I'm not going to lie to you. I was making fun of him probably like a week ago because I saw his Sonic podcast and I was pissed. His Sammy Classic Sonic Fan podcast. And I was like, why the fuck do I not get to have Sammy Classic Sonic Fan on my podcast? This ain't fair.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's okay. That's okay. Put in a good word for us. Oh shit. I pulled up his videos, Sammy. His Sammy Classic Sonic Fan archive, baby. Yeah. It's like
Don't-
go-to whenever I want to just laugh.
Do not
his
give this
newer
boy
content isn't
any.
his newer content isn't as good because, well, frankly, he lives on his own now, and he's got a dog and like rent to pay.
You talking about Sammy?
Yeah, Sammy can't
Dude,
scream
I
for
like
most of that
I-
stuff anymore. Like he's sort of
like
like
Sam.
down in a way.
I guess. I've been really
his-
enjoying his new content.
Yeah, like I guess his rants are fine. You know, they're practically like par for the course, but they're just toned down because noise complaints and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I see he does shit that just gets me every time, and I don't know if he's doing it intentionally or not. But the time whenever he did the review for the Sonic movie and was walking through a Macy's the entire time,
Oh, yeah.
and then halfway through the episode, he's like, "Okay, guys, I got kicked out of the Macy's."
Oh no, remember the one where he's literally like he split into two parts because he was literally doing the rant on the street while he was rollerblading, and then he got into the house and he was like, you know what, screw noise complaints, and his dog starts barking. It's like shut. He just throws his bag at the dog. I'm like, oh shoot, bro, he might not want to do that.
Dude, I've just been loving his new content. There's the one where he's like, "How do I stay fit during the coronavirus?" And then he's at the little kid's playground doing pull-ups. I love it.
It's sort of like the situations he finds himself in are funnier than like him himself sometimes.
I think
Nowadays.
I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or not. That's my thing. Because if he is, he's fucking genius and he's a really good actor. If he's not, then
He admitted to playing it up for the camera, but I don't know if these are played up or not.
yeah, I don't think any of his
People
new
are looking
stuff
at him
is.
sideways. Like he's crazy as he's just like running down the street, just back and forth down the same block.
I really want an iDubbbz. Documentary on him. I think it would be great.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, my favorite is when he, if his recent, was when he had Chad Tronic on to react to his videos, and you could tell like he obviously had no idea who Chad Tronic was before the video started. So he was like, "Hey guys, I'm here reacting to my video with Chad Tronic. Chad Tronic is a YouTuber who does commentaries, and he's a good YouTuber, and he does commentaries, and he can just, and then he pulls out his phone to look at Chad Tronic's most recent videos. He's like, he did a review of this, and he did commentaries, and he's a YouTuber." And that just goes on for like the first 2 minutes.
Oh, that is hilarious. I gotta watch that one.
Fuck. You know who else I really want to meet, or who I really want to have on the podcast? And this one's actually probably pretty doable. I want to get Airsoft Fatty.
I was just about to ask if you had asked Airsoft Fatty yet, because aren't you guys like 40 minutes away from each other?
Yeah, I have not asked him. Airsoft Fatty, he's 20 minutes away from me.
Oh shit.
Damn. Yeah, I feel like that could be possible. But
I do too. Like, especially if I show up outside of his house.
Oh no.
I have like a boombox.
damn.
He's definitely not going to be able to outrun me.
You don't know. He's been training a lot.
He has been training a lot, dude. He might take me down. If he goes full force, I don't think I'll be able to withstand it.
You guys should do a collaboration YouTube video and do like a sparring match with swords.
We really should. I think it'd be really fitting for both of us.
It's down your alleys.
I think you should do it with Robert and with real swords.
Dude, I would tear Robert in half.
I don't know, man.
Unless he lets the demons out. If he lets the demons out, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, that demon said he's gonna destroy the world, so you're kind of fucked.
That clip from iDubbbz's documentary plays in my head as I'm going throughout my day. Like, pretty recently, too, within the last 2 weeks, it's played in my head nearly every day, where it's like... it's the scene where he's talking to iDubbbz about it, and he's like, and that's a really bad thing, and iDubbbz's like, because you heard laughing. He's like, because I wasn't the one who was laughing. I just constantly think, I'm like, what did he mean by that?
It was the voice, dude.
If you drop the F and the E from female, you just get email.
Yeah, I mean, if you replace the M in Mexico with an S and then take away the
No,
echo.
don't do it.
I'm not gonna say it, but it's pretty gross.
That's sad, dude. That's disgusting. I think I'm gonna puke. Anyway, we've been going for like what, an hour and a half now?
Yeah, pretty close to it.
It's just been pretty good. This is a good podcast.
Oh, definitely.
Good job, boys.
Hell yeah. Well, who wants to do the outro?
Take it away, Alex.
Thanks for watching.
You're welcome.
I guess.
Nice.
Nice. Anyway, thank you guys for watching the Channel 5 News official podcast. Thank you very much for Alex for being on this time. We'll have to have you on again, dude. This is pretty fucking fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. I will definitely try to be on like sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, our first YouTuber guest, internet personality.
It's popping off.
Yeah, dude. Thank you guys very much for being here, for sitting down, for having some whole. Oh, that was a fucking firework. Thought a gun just popped off out there. For having some yucks with us, as I almost get a shot. Anyway, have a great day, guys. Bye bye.
See you later.
Adios.